Hello, this is your host, Nasser, Arabian, 50 years old, half a century. Half a century. My dad lived this century. So, this is me, Nasser, folks in Texas, United States. Oh my God, I pray for you. You guys are really going bad. Good luck. You have to face the consequences of whatever. Anyway, oh, dear Israel, we also another prayer for Israel to be saved, not to be hijacked by the stupid Saudis. So, this is me. I'm a victim. I was born and raised in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I was born September 2nd, 1970, but I am a tourist. Taurus. You know Taurus? That buffalo. Yeah, I think what is it, the horoscope or the telescope? I'm not sure, but that describe the personality. I am a Taurus. I am a stubborn. I'm a hardworking. So anyway, I was born in that that place called Saudi Arabia. Who are, by the way, the Saudis? The royal family of Al Saud, who are almost their numbers are grown 15,000 monarchy and it's so bad that they show you that they are double faced. They are the only sick people ever existed before creation, nowadays, and after whatever God decides, if there is a God. So I never seen such double faced. This I just put it beautifully. Double face, munafiqeen, hypocrites. You know, just a naked man running with his bisht or over the thobe, overdress, just to cover his private things. I mean, yeah, so we prayed for Israel. I also pray for Saudis, Al Saud. They are victim of Allah. Allah create bad people. Allah create criminals. Allah create gays. Allah give you cancer. Allah give you HIV. Allah give you STDs. Allah make you obese. Yeah, He is. You have to watch out. That's it. That's the whole thing. You have to watch out for this God. Whatever He wants, He can do it. But all you have to do is enjoy it. Don't complain. But the Saudis, they complain. That's why they live in miserable and bitterness. And even though they forgot about it, that they rule the most richest country in the planet. $1 billion a day of oil exports from Saudi Arabia, and nobody have to work. $1 billion a day from oil as I speak now and tomorrow. But Bin Saud, he's miserable. Okay, we understand sick-hearted Arab Jews. They are the filth of Arab Jews. Blah blah blah. It's not them. It's Allah. That guy who even named, after this blah 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 scenario of Jesus, who even the Jews cut him into pieces, make him shawarma, cut him in pieces, and he's saying, "I'm gonna send these Arabs." Yeah, that guy he was a heterosexual, gay and bisexual, and he want to be a good man. So he said, "Let's take it to the Arabs." So who's the worst of Arabs? The filth of Arab, Bin Saud, because he's Yahudi. It's not Bin Saud. Bin Saudis are great. The Saudis are great. It's Allah. This video is about Allah. Allah is so bad. You see, Allah, all of pain, or of pleasure. Allah, deceiver, the most deceiver, the guy up there. So this is the perspective. I'm gonna expose this guy. I don't care. I don't give a shit. So because Bin Saud, you know, it's not him. It's Allah created him like this, and Allah act in his mind, and Allah gave him money, gave him oil, gave him. But it's not Bin Saud. It's Allah, and Allah say, and Allah will put them as a double-faced hypocrites in the worst punishment in hell, fire on the basement. I mean, they are not even. Allah say they are not even good as criminals. Like just that worst Syrian president who killed his own people, Bashar Assad. He said that the Saudis are not even men; they are males. There's a difference between a man and a male, because every every male is a man, but not every male is a man. Now, not every male is a man, but every female is a woman. You see, you cannot be a man. It's a show. You are male, so tell me the difference. If you are a man or a male. But when Bashar Assad, the president who kills young people, he say they are not even men. He's saying they are males. And hallelujah. Shake your booty in Thailand. We bring the lady boys as jury. They are males. So it's me, your host tonight, Nasser, 7 minutes in the hour. I have a problem. These guys are really coming to me. The Royal Saudi Arabian family. They've been targeting me. And I've been justifying. It's not pain I feel. I've been justifying. Maybe God is bad. Maybe this God, why he created these Saudis and work their brains and let them feel disgusted, and he already will put them in, set their punishment in the worst, and he already created them double-faced and hypocrites. He gave them also the natural resources of oil. Why God is so bad? What is it what's your beef, Allah, against Al Saud? Al Saud, yeah. Now the Israelis, they're saying, good luck, Nasser. The Israelis are shocked. Now we're talking about, I don't know, it's January 2021. We're going through this stupid corona, maybe corona, COVID-19, which is confusing. Is it a politician? Or is it a politics game? Is this idea from politics? Or is it from God? Because it's confusing. For me, I have only two answers. If it's only from God, I believe so. If it's not, it's from the stupid Saudis. They want to cover up for this next stupid MB shit. Mohammed bin Salman. He's the son of this stupid, aggressive King Salman, who started with his own relatives. So after forget about the interference of the Saudis everywhere, or civil wars, or even fighting wars on Yemen or whatever. Just when we talk about Saudi Arabia, we remember Khashoggi, how they murdered their own citizen, um, betray him and choke him and cut him and burn his body and melt his body by this future king who told the Americans that he's gonna be a king for the rest of his life, for the next 50, 60 years, as the smart Saudi Arabian monarchy been planning. And I can quote the deceased, stupid, illiterate King Abdullah, who even could not speak. He said, he was mentioning that MB shit Mohammed bin Salman is gonna rule his country forever, or in the future. So I think Corona is a cover up. Maybe it has to be one way, one or another. If it's not from God, then if it's from God, it's good. If it's not, it's a political game. Like many people say that these people playing it, I believe it's a cover up by the Saudi, this heinous king, King Salman, who kept his mouth and supported and bash everybody, bash Americans. Everybody lost hope. Even the Americans saying the Saudis going with the Israelis. And even there was the chance for even President Trump to have a second term, be a president. He lost. He was betting on this to keep his mouth shut about this disgusting, heinous murder of a human being who was an asylum seeker in the United States. Then things happen. So he lost and he's impeached second. So he, Allahu Akbar. God is greater. God is greater. You see, because you see, when I say God is greater, you see, He's not the greatest. I have a problem with God. He's so intelligent. He's greater. He's not the greatest. If I call myself the greatest, maybe someday, somebody will come and overcome me and will be greater than me. So God say, I am greater, whatever you are. Akbar, greater. If you are the greatest, I am greater than the greatest. That's it. So 2021, I hear the Saudis. I want to talk about my issue. Now we're running in 12 minutes. You guys know sorcery, witchcraft, sihr, magic, how they, even God in his books, one of them is the one who was sent to the Arabs. Magic, sorcery, satanic rituals, how they make people life miserable by taking a pin hair and blowing in satanic rituals, which Allah admits in his Quran. You can read it. It's an English book. It's a great knowledge book. And I really insist on everybody. You have to know this guy book. It's not about belief. It's a book of knowledge. Just read it to understand. And whatever you don't have to sorry. You don't have to read it. Just go on YouTube and listen. Israel had made everything possible. Israel, because the game is between him and Israel. And Israelis, thankfully, they just expose everything. So you can listen to this book and understand in any kind of language. Hopefully, you can speak English, because if you don't, you're gonna have difficulties. Uh, I just want to mention something about Japan. Japan. Japan was the man of Asia, male man of Asia. You know, Asia, India, China. There were no prophets, no Jesus, no blood, no resurrection, no revelation. The Japanese showed the good way of China, of Asia, and then they struck America for a harbor. Say, wake up, American! It's your turn. We're going back home after Pearl Harbor. So what happened is that Japan, great Japan, it's the best. So they did their job. Now America's boom, boom, they bomb Japan, they bomb everything, bomb, 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 and now their president is impeached twice. Israel, thank you, sir, Israelis, for exposing magic as Allah, which I disagree with God, how God can create evil, and He admitted in His books, God creates evil. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما. Oh, say blah blah blah. I seek refuge from the God of who creates evil. What kind of a good God who create evil? So He create evil. Satanic rituals, blah blah blah, thousands of years, Jews, Pharaoh, blah blah. Israel now they expose it. It's voices. It's real voices. It's live. It's a filthy human voices to me, but it's not jinn or it's not demons or it's not ghosts. There are no ghosts, no demons, nothing. Thank you, Israel. In Thai style, they expose everything because the game is God game and with the Israelis. If you read the scriptures or the Quran, O Bani Israel, O people of Israel, you will rise and corrupt in this world twice, blah, 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 blah. And when people will give you money and power, 20th century, British, French, Americans, blah, blah. So he said, if it's up to you, if you do good, it's up to you. Who's running now the show? The Saudis. After what happened after Khashoggi? Corona. Nonsense. So that's what keeps me confusing. If Corona and COVID is a really political or is it really scary from God that He wanna finish it all. I'm not sure, and I hope God can finish it because the Israelis really deserve to be living. I'm not bragging about Israelis or I'm saying I love them, but all they have to do is just let the Palestinians live in peace and give them drinking water, not even sewage water. And then, and one thing is that these Saudis control Israel. It doesn't make sense. What is it that it's between the Saudis and the Israelis? It's not genetics. Don't tell me Jews. I mean, for God's sake, I'm gonna hate all orange juice or all kind of juices or whatever you want, guys. Jews are good with the J. But what is it between the Saudis and what is it that between monarchy, kings, and servants and slaves and the Israelis? It doesn't make sense. It's shocking, mind shocking. So they expose everything. Now, all I'm hearing now, after 15 years of suffering from this, because I had a misunderstanding with a Saudi royal prince 15 years ago, just kind of disrespected me as I was intoxicated, just misunderstanding. So he gave me these demons of magic. Now the Israelis, they saying, good luck, Nasser. These are voices that I can hear now as I speak from Saudi Arabia. From Saudi Arabia. Voices of those who work for the Saudis. Real. And they talk it outside now. Like because I hear them now outside. You haven't committed suicide, Nasser. 15. I'm gonna call you stupid Arab and let everybody hear it that you are the stupid Arab. So you imagine the voices. I don't know how they do it. It's mind blowing how the Israelis expose everything and playing these voices on the outside, the broadband. Like, let's insult this guy. Let's, wherever he goes, people will hear voices talking about him. And it's real. And now in Malaysia, I've been here a year. I didn't want to be in Malaysia. I came transit, but the Saudis, they put me here in jail for 6 months. And they took they confiscated all their documents, passports, IDs, and I'm so happy. So I am ex-Saudi. Alhamdulillah, thank you, Lord. I am not Saudi anymore. And as people who go through this mental disorder and they get there after a medical committee decision that they get their pension, they retire. Now, as I speak, my last paycheck 15 years ago was $4,000, and now the Saudis they confiscate $2,000. So I only get $2,000, and it's not demons, it's not ghosts, it's a stupid Saudi niggers. I don't know, you guys are really don't if it's a nigger. It's if you're talking about racism, no, there is a country called Nigeria. If you're calling me a racist, it's a Nigeria nigger. But it's not nigger problem anymore. And it's not Israeli problem. The Israelis just expose it. It's the Saudis. And King Salman was honest years ago when he was saying, oh, it's up to you, Netanyahu. Whatever you pleases you, I am happy. Now you see, that's it. So this video is 20 minutes about and just talking blah blah blah. Just I'm sick of it. And as I listen to these disgusting Saudis, the worst of the Saudis, the worst of the royal family, the worst of those who work for them, the worst of Arab, the filth of Arab, the filth. These are the filth of Arab, filth of Arab, Arab trash. Whether the royal family, filth of Arab, because they are Arab Jews, whether it's Arab trash means those who work for them, not the tribes, because Arabs are tribes, whether it's worst of black people, niggers, because niggers sometimes niggers. And I'm sorry if negro cannot be used anymore. This is a stupid word. Negro. I mean, go bring Malcolm X from his grave. Negro is okay. No, I think if you Google it, you cannot say the word negro anymore. Oh, really? Anyway, this is me, Nasser. This is my video. Just I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and nobody's gonna see it except some secret services working for the Saudis, and they will delete it and they will wipe out my YouTube channel again. Whether I cannot speak on YouTube, I cannot speak on Twitter, I cannot speak Facebook, but the Saudis they just use their disgusting, unseen ways of punishment because they already exposed themselves with Khashoggi murder. So if there is a problem with this world, I still say it like I always wanted. Anyway, my wish, even when I die, get rid of the Saudis. Period.